Hello and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here then welcome. My name is Sarah and I'm a doctor in the UK. Today is going to be my first shift in the emergency department, or ED, so I thought I could take you guys along for the ride with me. So if you are new here then don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to see more of my videos, and give this video a thumbs up if you find it enjoyable. I make loads of videos about my life as a doctor and also what I get up to in my free time. So if you like this video, then head on over to my playlists and I'm sure you'll find lots of other content that you'll enjoy. It's been a long time since I've vlogged. Today it is Friday and as you can see I am still in my pyjamas. My first shift as a doctor in A&E, so I'm pretty nervous, but I'm also really excited. I've had a couple of days of induction which has kind of calmed my nerves a bit and made me feel a bit more prepared. Yeah, as you can tell I've got a bit of a cold at the moment, so apologies for my voice. I'm going to make sure that I am washing my hands so much and not breathing on patients too much today. Do not want to spread these germs. I'm at the tail end of the cold, so hoping that I'm not contagious at the moment. Starting in A&E is a big deal for me. I'm going to be working at Queen's Medical Centre, which is a major trauma centre. I thought I'd take you guys along for the ride with me so you guys can see what it's like working as a doctor in A&E as well. Right now I'm going to go for a little run. I haven't done any exercise for about 10 days and I'm just itching to get out of the house. It's beautiful and sunny, so let's get going. I'm wrapping up really warm with my thermals and a knitted headband because it's very cold and crisp. I'm going to get some good tunes on while I'm running to give me a bit of energy. I did the washing the other day and unfortunately I had it hanging out on the rail while Vince cooked this most amazing pulled pork. And now literally all the clothes that I washed that day smell like pulled pork, which is kind of gross. So I think I need to go through and actually pick out those clothes and re-wash them. I wouldn't normally recommend going for a run when you've got a cold, and it's certainly not something I'd normally do, but I've had this cold for so long now and I've just been dying to get outside, and because it's nice and sunny today I thought I could just go for a gentle run. I think I'm probably going to do about 2 miles total, so really not very far, and I'm also going very slowly. I have been going out for lots of walks and things while I've been ill, and I've also been sleeping lots and resting and eating lots of good food, but I was just dying to do something a bit more active today. I'm hoping it will pep me up a little bit for my shift as well. So I came home for a shower and now it's lunchtime. I always have my main meal at lunchtime when I'm working late shifts. So I've got some bolognese here and a sweet potato with some tender stem broccoli. And this is what I'm taking with me to work for my snacks. I've got some blueberries, grapes and cashews. Then I've got a pot of chicken and vegetable soup, and I'm going to have that with a bottle of water, a banana and a thermos of latte that I've made. I want to make sure that I'm nice and full and that I've got lots of snacks with me for work. I'm taking it all with me in this handy lunchbox. So this is my uniform for the next 4 months. All of the doctors in the ED wear the same uniform, so it's really easy. You don't have to think about what to wear each day. Got loads of pockets, so very, very useful for carrying around my phone and all the other bits and pieces I need. The other great benefit about working in ED is that we're allowed to wear trainers, so I know I'm going to be really, really comfortable for the next 4 months. I got these Asics ones. They're the same brand that I wear in running shoes, so I know they'll be lovely to wear. And I got myself a load of non-underwide bras so that I can just be really comfy. I am ready to go. This is my outfit of the day for the next 4 months. Kind of reminding me of when I used to work as a healthcare assistant because my outfit was very similar. Very generic outfit. On my hair, let me show you if I can. Oh god, so this was just a massive fail. I turned the camera the wrong way round behind my head. But I did my hair in 2 French plaits, and then at the back I made it into a messy bun at the base of my neck. When I was training to be a healthcare assistant, we had this amazing guy training us, and he said that everyone working in healthcare should really make an effort with their appearance and try and look smart, presentable, clean, tidy, and you should smell nice when you go to work, because when you're looking after the general public, they want to know that you can look after yourself, and then they'll put their trust in you looking after them. A lot of the people you're looking after are the older generation. They put a lot of emphasis on looking smart and well presented. So I always remember that advice. Even when I'm feeling rough like this, I try and make a little bit of extra time to put on a little bit of makeup and do my hair nicely. So we had 2 days of induction, which I'm so glad that we had, because we weren't seeing any actual patients during that time, and I had no voice at all. So really glad that I didn't have to actually talk to patients in A&E for the last couple of days. And induction was brilliant, actually. It really kind of settled my mind, made me less nervous about actually starting. They went through all the IT systems and kind of what's expected of us. And we met a lot of the team and had a departmental tour, and oh my gosh, A&E is huge in Nottingham. I can't believe how big it is. It's kind of daunting. One of the consultants did a talk about case presentation. She put up examples of patients and what the signs and symptoms were that they presented with, and then asked us what we would have done for those patients. And they all seemed like really simple problems that you would probably discharge a patient home with. But actually each one of them had something quite seriously wrong with them. And the point of it was to show us that we need to be very careful when we're making diagnoses and when we're sending patients home. She was kind of showing us how we can learn from other people's mistakes and all be more careful doctors. So that was a really useful talk. It's going to be so weird having 4 months where I don't really see much daylight, because A&E is kind of like a windowless shell. It's in the bottom of the hospital, like in the basement. So obviously there's like windows and doors at the very front entrance, but then it kind of like goes backwards into this cave. So I'm going to be making sure to take my vitamin Ds over the winter, which all of you should be doing anyway. I've arrived at the hospital about 20 minutes early for my shift, which is good because I'm always worried about finding a parking space. It's an absolute nightmare here. It also takes quite a long time to walk around the hospital to get to where I need to go. So I'm just going to have a couple of little puffs of my inhaler because my chest is feeling quite tight from this cough. So time to get started. So I obviously couldn't actually film in ED because I didn't want to accidentally film any patients, but this is the back room. There's some building work going on, so it looks a bit messy at the moment. But as you can see, it's empty, and that's because all the staff are out on the shop floor. Okay, and now time for my break. This is the staff room where everyone comes to have their break, and I was just absolutely gasping for a sit down at this point. So it's 8:30 now, and I cannot believe it's 8:30. I'm 6.5 hours into my shift, and it genuinely feels like I've only been here an hour or two. Time is just flying by. And what have I seen so far? I've seen someone with angina, I've seen another person with an upper GI bleed, I've seen someone with pneumonia. I've been handed over some other patients from people that have finished their shifts and going home, and so kind of they've clerked those patients and seen them, but they're now under my care, so I have to make sure the jobs get done and they either get admitted or go home. Yeah, it's been good so far. Really, really busy and kind of mind-blowing how quickly everything has to happen. But everyone's been super friendly, everyone introduces themselves, everyone's really smiley and happy, and it just seems like a very friendly and sociable environment. So I've got my soup cooking right now. I've got an hour's break, which is lovely because I'm used to only having a half an hour break. So I think I might have my soup and then go for a little walk just to clear my head, and then get ready to go back down to the shop floor, as they call it. It's midnight. I've finished my shift. My voice has survived, just about. I'm feeling pretty croaky right now, but I can still talk. My shoes worked well, they're comfortable, and my bra was very comfortable as well. So those are 3 great successes of the night. So Vince has got his work Christmas party tonight, but I couldn't go obviously because I'm working. So instead of me, he took his +1 as one of his really good friends, Jonesy. So I have said that I'll go and pick Vince and Jonesy up and take them home. So I'm going to drive there now. Just walking out of the hospital, and look how lovely this is. Gorgeous Christmas tree. I don't know if you can actually see me at all, but I'm in my car now. So yeah, on my way to go pick up Vince and his friend Jonesy. It's actually taken me so long to get out of the hospital and get to my car that it's like basically nearly 1 a.m. now, which is kind of the time that I was hoping that I'd be tucked up in bed. But I'm feeling really awake. I think I'm kind of like high on adrenaline. I cannot even tell you guys how busy it was at the end of the shift. I've never seen such a completely full place. I obviously couldn't film in ED, but if you imagine a big doctor's desk in the middle of a big room, and then there's loads of bays around the outside, that's the majors unit, and that's where I was working. And then there's another section for like resus and another section for minor injuries and those kind of things. So it's all divided up. I was working in the big central bit, which is majors. Every single cubicle was full, and then all the parts around it where you would normally walk, they were all full as well. Like there were trolleys just lined up of patients waiting to be seen. It was absolutely crazy busy. And obviously with it being a Friday night, as the evening went on, it just got busier and busier. So that was slightly daunting. Can you see how bright that car's lights are behind me? Like those LED lights are just blinding. I would say it wasn't too much different from my on-call shifts that I've done as in medicine and surgery, in that you're just kind of seeing new patients and clerking people, and it's just kind of a bit of a treadmill of keep clerking, seeing a new person. There was one point in the shift where I felt quite overwhelmed, and that was just before my break, because I had like 5 patients under my name and they were all waiting for different investigations. But once I'd had my break, I just felt I felt really refreshed. So in my break, I obviously went up to the staff room and had some food, but I then went for a really refreshing walk around the hospital. Like I literally went out, put my coat on, went outside and went for a walk around the hospital, and I just phoned my mum and let her know that I was having a good shift, because she was texting me this morning. There's something that they told us in medical school, which is an acronym called HALT, which stands for hungry, angry, late or tired, and it's basically to see if there's any like negative feeling within you, that before you go and have a discussion with a patient, that you should ask yourself, am I hungry, angry, late or tired? Is there a reason why I'm feeling a bit irritable, or I might not be 10 out of 10 right now? So that is why I always start shifts with a full belly. Try and make sure that I've got some good nutrition on board and that I'm well hydrated before I start a shift, because you never really know when you're going to get a chance to have a break for some food and drink. So yeah, I think that definitely came into play when I was feeling a bit overwhelmed before I had my break today. Sorry for all of the dodgy lighting in this video. So I'm just parked up waiting for Vince and Jonesy. Yeah, it just seems like a really positive atmosphere. I guess like when it's like a really high pressure environment, everyone kind of pulls together. And that was something that I found in working in psychiatry, that it's like when you're working in a team where things can go wrong quite quickly, that you need to be able to work in a team that can really pull together. So I think I'm going to really enjoy working in ED. I am very excited to do more shifts. I've got night shifts next week, so I'm going to try and stock up on as much sleep as I can get this weekend, and also try and clear the last remnants of this cold out of my system. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this vlog. I'm sorry I couldn't actually show you in ED. I was going to end the video there, but I really wanted to show you these two. This is Jonesy.
Hiya.
This is Vince. How are you two feeling?
Sexy. Not quite as confident as Vince about myself right now, to be fair. Flops and socks on at the moment.
He is sexy.
I got these flip flops on ASOS. It's all about the confidence. And then I got the socks.
Oh my god, you two could be in my next ASOS haul video.
Rocking the Jack Jones. I'm in the Ted Baker shirt with an extra large bulge in the shirt. You don't want that.
How about a tailored for Mark Jones waistcoat? A tailored for Mark Jones grandad neck shirt.
Very good.
Very nice, very nice.
Some jeans.
Vince, have you had a lot to drink tonight?
No.
What did you have?
I had a whiskey drink, I had a vodka drink, I had a lager drink, and then I had a cider drink, and then I had a drink to remind me of the good times, and a sambuca to give me the bad times.
What we said was, we don't feel that drunk. Not that we're not drunk.
Okay.
We said we don't feel drunk.
Okay.
We literally did one roly poly each, and that was
Yeah, that's it. No, I did two.
Oh, you did too.
So that is how I rounded off my first day as a doctor in ED. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see more. Thanks very much. Bye.